2, 1, and we're back. Welcome back, Andrew, to part 3 of this adventure, where the party of lawbringers have strayed from the path. And on this path, they have discovered a burnt-out village, an elven village. And among it, the corpses of at least a dozen of its residents, being feasted upon by a giant hyena, which they quickly dispatched with great prejudice, and then dispatched 2 of its no-minders. Now, before we continue, I don't know how much you know about gnolls, but I'll share this secret for free without making you guys roll for it. Just between us players. Your characters might not know this still. When gnolls go through a village or a town and they kill everyone in it, the gnoll shaman puts a spell on the bodies. And any normal hyena who feasts upon this ensorcelled dead flesh becomes large and bloated. Its belly distends, and after it has eaten so much that it cannot physically move, it explodes, and out of its belly emerge new gnolls. This is how they reproduce. Gnolls do not give birth. Gnolls explode out of the belly of overfed hyenas that have eaten demonically ensorcelled flesh.
It's insane.
It is quite insane, but it does betray a little known fact about their demonic origins. Gnolls are a symptom of something evil. But you don't need to worry about that, because you're chasing goblins. I'm gonna let you guys roll me survival checks once again to see if you can find the correct trail.
I need first to pick up my weapon for the record. Set again.
Oh, I need to pick up my axe as well.
Uh-huh. You look
Just
for your
gonna
axe.
unjam it and stuff.
Alright, actually, well, okay, before you roll me, roll me the survival, but before we continue, give me a perception check for your axe, and, Bruno, do you need to roll something to fix the weapons?
Wait a second. I first have to check if it's different if I do it in a combat sequence. Because if I fail that one, then it becomes like damaged, and I have to fix it later. But I don't know how it is outside of combat.
Okay, what does it say in your...
Let me look it up.
Yeah, I find that axe no problem. It's embedded in the side of the building.
Yeah. Misfire.
I have to do a check.
Where does it say
Plus
about...
fire score. So if I fail the check, the weapon is broken. It has to be mended out of combat. Okay.
Mhm.
But my misfire score with the pistol is 1.
Yes.
The DC is 8 plus the misfire score, so 9. And
Okay. So
I
give
have
me
to
a
do-
Tinkerer's tool check of 9.
Just a friendly reminder, if you have difficulty with that check, you have an artificer standing next to you.
So as he's
I am going
tinkering
to
with
use
his
that.
guns, you're like hovering over his shoulder. And
Yeah, I am literally just hovering over his shoulder, pointing. Doesn't that bit go there?
Hey.
So give me
I'm also pulling out some
Tinker's
pipes
tool
and trying to
check.
replicate it.
You can use dexterity for it.
What? Okay. So that I was.
There you go.
No.
As the mechanical mathematician is attempting to tell you how to fix your own damn guns, you kind of go, shoo, get away. You fix it perfectly. Also, how many times did you fire that thing?
Twice. Was it 3?
3 times.
You put
That's a gun.
2 holes in the
Reload.
guy and you missed once, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, you gotta reload it. Because you got 1 more bullet left in there. How many rounds do you have? 60, okay. So just take away, yeah, you got it.
Oh, I have 87.
87, you got like band of
Fuck,
views.
57, what?
57.
57. 57!
Hell yeah.
That's a lot of bullets.
That's right. So after a quick scan of the battlefield by Asguth, the foe biter, he finds his thrown axe embedded in the crumbling walls of a burnt out building, while Ro Kappa is sort of hovering over Alero's shoulder as he fixes his gun. This whole thing takes about 10 minutes, and then you continue on the road. And let me see here. Your survival checks are once again abysmal.
It is okay.
About 20.
I mean, it was a group check. So basically, if 2 or more of you succeed, you all succeed. If
Right.
2 or more of you fail, you all fail.
Okay.
Oh.
It's how group checks work. So, before we continue, out of game while we weren't recording, one of you awarded me inspiration, and I am willing to share this inspiration with one of you. So I need you guys to vote on who gets it. Yeah?
I vote for robot.
I mean, I vote for the barbarian for chewing the back, the back of the neck out of a
Vote for me.
I vote for the cowboy, so we guess we're in a 3-way tie.
Oh, that makes sense.
It is a 3-way tie, but I am the tiebreaker.
It's supposed to be the tiebreaker.
I am going to give it to the cowboy for killing the big hyena with his katana, with his box cutter.
Oh, yeah.
There.
Thank you.
So, cowboy, you have inspiration. You can use it anytime you feel like during the session. So, you travel the forested path, and you go off the overgrown road and into even more unfamiliar territory. At some point it gets so unfamiliar and confusing that you begin to believe that you are going in circles, and your little group starts getting aggressive towards each other, like, no, we should have gone that way, no, you're an idiot, we should have gone that way. And you find yourselves confused and annoyed, more than a little bit lost, as it begins to get dark. It is this wood is not exactly the kind of place where you can just have a roadside picnic, so to speak. It does get dangerous at night, and since it's getting dark, you decide that maybe You should find a place to camp.
Let's find a place to rest.
Very good.
Yes. Flesh bags need to sleep sooner or later.
Flesh bags. Meat bags. HK47, is that you? Now this map right here is called the Roadside Picnic.
Is that what?
The Roadside Picnic. I don't know if you guys can see.
Yeah, we got it.
Are we free to look around?
You are free to look
Sure.
around, yes.
We have to.
The trees are thick, and you have discovered something that's a little bit out of the ordinary. You've been following a narrow animal
that?
path for quite a bit. Exactly, what is that? Been following a narrow animal path for a little bit. Until... you guys know what an animal path is, right?
Yeah.
It's not tall enough for you guys to walk upright. It's something that you have to like hack and slash to get the branches off, but it's a little road that animals have made with their legs.
Easy.
You reach a small sort of clearing. And give me a nature check or
Yes, please.
any kind of nature related knowledge check.
All of us.
Yeah, all of you.
Anyone?
It's either a nature check or some kind of. You can also give me religion if you have that.
Right, some crap.
Well,
Ro should do it. He has high intelligence.
you see, yeah, roll already rolled. You see off the beaten path. Well, it's not really a beaten path. It's an animal path. You can see that there's a small branch in the road where you come to a clearing. You are amid a sort of a copse of trees, and you can see a small shrine made out of stones that are piled on top of each other that sort of make a little arch. It's overgrown with vines. This whole entire place is overgrown with vines, but the little arch made of stones is not. It seems almost well maintained. In fact, there is a old campfire nearby it, quite a ways away from it. It's like 40 feet away from the actual shrine or awning or whatever this is. Ro!
There's a campfire over here.
Yes, there is. Ro, with your nature
Yes.
check, it strikes you as peculiar that even though everything in this area is overgrown with vegetation, that a stone structure like this would be in such a good condition. It's not overgrown at all. In fact, it's clean.
Well, that's neat. I'm gonna go try and study it and see if I can figure out if somebody's cleaned it off or if it's got some sort of innate magical property.
Have you got what means are you going to use to determine that?
I'm going to make use of where's my ritual? I need the detect magic ritual on the shrine itself, and then either Arcana, Investigation, or Nature, whichever you think is most relevant to try and piece together the details from what I'm observing.
You may also use religion if you have that.
My religion is lower than the other options.
Well, you don't have it proficient, do you?
No. I'm proficient in the other three.
Okay. Make your rolls while I ask the other two what they do.
I want to examine the campfire. Has it been out for a long time, or
How do you do that?
Survival check?
You can give me a survival check, or you can describe how you examine it as well.
I check first of all, I check if it's damp or not, or I check if there's still some. I examine the ashes and see if there's some cinder left.
Yeah. So you check out. You poke the ashes a little bit. You try to see if it's warm. It's not warm.
Yeah.
It has been out for a while. Observing the stones, you notice that some of them have grown some moss on them. And there's not a whole lot of ashes, actually. There's burnt sticks and stuff like that, but the ground is dark. It seems that this is an old campfire.
I'm just gonna chill since I can't really see of anything I need to do right now.
You can go ahead and sit on that rock there. It's yeah.
I shall.
Yes.
I
Actually,
wanna try and find if there's something else left from the camp that was previous.
speaking of rocks, there's some conveniently arranged rocks here around the fire as well.
Nothing else left.
What did you say?
Like maybe an old cooking pot or something like that. Not except the burnt out fireplace. There's nothing else left, right?
No, there is nothing else left. By the way, these rocks are arranged there as I just did them.
Cool.
Like there's a small rock table and rock chairs and everything, you know. So, while you're examining the campsite, you notice that there isn't anything missing. You do find some deer tracks nearby, so like animals have been here and they have eaten the grass. Recently, even up until like a couple of days ago, maybe there's also deer droppings around. That's what your survival check tells you. And maybe a couple of other animals have been here, and you do hear some noises. Like there's birds. There's probably rabbits nearby, and you also see that there's an abundance of fireflies here. It is night, even though your elf eyes can see pretty well, actually.
Ask him my orc eyes.
As do
Ask him my fake eyes.
Yes, as do your fake eyes. This map is actually supposed to be a nighttime map, and you can kind of see on the edges of your perception that it's nighttime. This is what it does. It just takes away the mysteriousness of dark. But there are quite a bit of fireflies flying around here. An overabundance, one might say. Something that is also observed by Rho Kappa Sigma as he performs his rituals. And Rho, your investigation reveals that so many annoying fireflies. But other than that, your detect magic ritual tells you in no uncertain terms that this is not magical. It is, however, of a religious nature. Some kind of shrine. It has vague nature magic permeating through and around it, almost as if it's coded into the very stone of this structure. Because your Arcana check is pretty good, I am going to reveal this to you. The life of a druid is a dual existence. On one side, a druid is a person who preserves nature. On the other side, a druid is a person who is necessarily outside of nature. Because druids have societies and they build things and they protect. I'll let you come to your own conclusion, but keep in mind that the duality of druidic nature and druidic magic is on full display here. On one side you say, okay, this is a natural place, but at the same time it was built by human hand. What do you do?
Well, druidic magic, interesting and all, but, well, druids are a bunch of tree huggers, and I like things that go boom much more. So, I'm gonna take a look, come to the conclusion, yeah, it's druid. I'll turn around. Hey, Shadowhand, you're a knife here, right? Yeah, you're gonna go take a look at this. It's some sort of, like, tree nature magic stuff. You're probably more attuned to it than I am. I'm gonna go wander off trying to catch a firefly or two to study them.
There's an abundance of fireflies. As you can see, I'm placing them on the map one by one.
That's not vaguely worrying at all. But I do want to try and capture one.
You can easily capture one. I'm not even gonna make you roll for that. Okay.
I'd like to pull the firefly over to where my detect magic ritual was going and see if the firefly is magical.
It's magical in its own way, you know. It's a firefly. It's a thing that it emits luminous phosphorescent light from its butt. It's wow. It's cool. But other than that, it's not arcane magic. It's just the magic of nature.
Magic.
Like I said, for all intents and purposes, it's normal.
Yeah.
But to a child, oh my god, it's magic.
There doesn't seem to be any particular way to trigger or anything in the shrine. I've caught the firefly, so I mean, I'll share my findings with the group and then probably find a nice rock to sit on and begin to rest.
Alright. Go ahead and move around the map. What did the rest of you guys do?
Because my intelligence is so low, I'm just enchanted by the fireflies and just enjoying the show. Pretty.
We said it together. Pretty. So, are you guys going to stay here? Are you going to camp here?
Might as well.
It's my vote.
Yep, let's go.
Do you have any camping equipment?
Don't need it.
Yeah, I know
have a
you.
bedroll.
I know you don't, but yeah.
Bedroll.
Bedroll. What color is it? Red, green, or blue?
It's green.
Boom!
Mine is also green. Camouflage in that shit.
There's a bedroll. I'm gonna call it Alero. You can move this bedroll now.
Amazing.
You can put it wherever you feel like putting it. And I'm also gonna spawn one for Azguth as well.
I'm just gonna.
You can also move it and put it wherever you feel like. Are you going to start a fire?
No.
No?
Well, that might be a bad idea. Oh,
I'm pretty cold. What about starting a fire, guys?
I
fair
mean, hey,
enough. Doesn't
why not?
matter to me. Actually, yeah, fuck it. Alright, let's do it.
Let's do it.
don't worry, guys. While you
Okay.
sleep, I will keep watch. I'm very good at watching people while they sleep. I don't need to sleep.
Oh shit.
By the way, Asguth, you can totally move that bed.
Cool.
Can you? Yeah, you can.
I can do it too.
Really?
Yeah, I can do it.
Okay, well, just one of you do it at a time.
I can move Harry. I can move Harry's character as well.
I can move Shadowhand as well.
I can
Ah!
move all the characters.
Right, yeah,
Ah.
it's probably because we have...
I am the DM now.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you to please refrain from doing that
Alright, yeah, cool. I'm done.
while I fix it.
Okay. Oh,
Cool.
lighting
Yeah,
a
alright.
fire. I first have to go for some.
I see.
would-
I see what the problem is. So now you shouldn't be able to move each other's characters. Only the ones that are assigned to you.
Yeah, I can only move my character. Be good.
Yes. Perfect.
Yes.
Cool.
Now,
Cool. Yeah, alright. Guess I go to sleep.
you also said that you were going to start a fire, yes?
To be comfy.
I am just gonna turn this bed around just to make it more immersive. Gonna put it towards the fire,
Emerge.
and then I'm gonna start a fire right there. How cool is that?
Amazing.
Even emits light.
Wow.
I mean, it's not dark at all, but you know. So,
Sweet.
as the two of you go to bed, you sort of hit the hay, so to speak. Rho Kappa Sigma stays awake. Pretty much all night, I'm guessing.
Yeah, as a... Well, as a Warforged, I need to spend 6 hours in an inactive, motionless state, but it doesn't render me unconscious. I can still see and hear.
Right. Well, can you make checks while you are in that state?
Yep,
Like perception
I mean-
checks.
exactly. It specifically says I can still see and hear. I'm just not able... Like, basically, I need to be not moving for it to count as rest.
I see. Well then, give me a percepzione cecchione.
There we go.
Pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie.
I really should have
it's,
taken lucky.
it's standard. It's a little over. It's a little over 10.
I mean, honestly, I should have just taken my passive perception.
Maybe. What is your best perception?
14.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. Something that's obvious, and that you probably don't need to roll perception for, is that these little fireflies, they seem to start going towards this shrine all of a sudden.
Huh.
Like, normally fireflies gather around fire because they are bugs and they're dumb like that. Please give lamp, you know what I mean? And you can see
Yeah,
that
yes.
around the fire there's one or two of them, but like not a whole lot. The whole entire swarm of these things seem intent on going towards, into, on top of, around the shrine. With the exception of, like I said, one or two stragglers.
Okay.
Seems like the
Well,
tiny bugs with the glowy butts want
Yeah.
to be near the shrine. And as you watch this strange behavior unfold, you think to yourself, you sort of, the shunts in your brain open and close files and folders, trying to make an analysis of whether or not that's natural firefly behavior. And the conclusion that you keep coming onto is no. It's peculiar. That, with a combination of the shrine being so clean, I don't think that I need to inform you that that's suspicious.
Yes, it is.
Suspicions aside, based off of your passive perception, not your actual perception check, you hear a strange noise coming from behind the shrine. A rustling. And then you hear something that you cannot possibly miss. The playing of a pipe song. Toot a concerning and foreign sound in the dead of the night. It sounds neither like a bird nor an animal. It's quite unmistakably a pipe. What do you do?
I'm gonna slowly unstir myself and go and wake up my two compatriots.
Who do you wake up first?
Quietly, or trying to quietly. And I'm gonna wake up. You know what? Because he's probably the stealthy one who can go and look at it. I'm going to wake up Shadowhand first.
Shadowhand. Alero. You are in your elvish trance. Are you an elf or are you something else?
Elf.
Iladrin, right?
Yes.
I believe, yeah, that means that you do go into a trance. So you are mid-meditation when suddenly you are woken up. You're roused from a dream of memories where you get to experience life through the eyes of an ancestor, and suddenly, you're interrupted.
What is it?
Well,
Why have you taken me outside of my trance?
Yes.
What is this pipe
Somebody's-
sound playing?
Yeah. That's what I'll wake you up to talk about.
it's getting closer.
You're like quiet
Check-
and quick, like.
check that
You
out.
wanna go? Yeah, you wanna go check that out? I mean, worst case, we'll hear those hand cannons go off and we'll come running. I'll wake up Foebiter while you look.
You notice right next to Foebiter is a bush. And
Checking it out.
suddenly that bush begins to move.
Ah, solid snake.
No, the bush itself, it seems like some of its leaves shed a little bit, and out of the center of the bush emerges this small creature with yellow glowing eyes, and its entire body is comprised of twigs that are sort of sewn together. It just steps out of the bush and it takes a look around, and it sees you, and it sort of freezes.
Just gonna quietly raise one finger to my mouth and the universal shh sign.
It has no mouth, it has no nose, only two big glowing eyes. And as you've done that, it kind of goes. You can see that the twigs that comprise its fingers twist themselves into a finger shape and then places it between its eyes where its nose would be. It's
Can I do a
yeah.
Can I do a nature to see if I can identify what this is? Either nature or history.
You can do a nature check. Yeah, sure. This is some kind of natural spirit, or at least it seems to be. It's got the glowing eyes that look like fireflies, and its body is comprised of sticks. It should be quite vulnerable to fire, and right now it's doing what you just did. Its nature is completely alien to you, but you suspect that it might be some kind of spirit, given form. A very
Interesting.
humanoid form. Before you know it, another one of these emerges from this bush right here. And then another.
Let me double
Alero,
check my languages.
what do you do?
Perception check. Want to know where the pipe song is coming from?
The pipe song is coming from the shrine itself.
Want to go there? Anything special?
You can see that the fireflies have gathered around it, and they cover its surface. Your perception check was for the pipes, admittedly, but you do notice that the fireflies have arranged themselves in patterns. Patterns that are not unfamiliar to you. Do you speak Sylvan?
Do not.
You do not. Ooh, I
No.
thought that Eladrin spoke Sylvan. My mistake.
Let me just double
no,
check.
it's- When I was picking languages, I was choosing between Sylvan and Gnomish.
What did you
Double
choose?
check.
Spoiler, I didn't choose Sylvan.
Nah.
But I can talk to goblins if needed.
Well, you can see that the first of these creatures is still doing this. What do you do?
I'm going to do the thing you do with a human baby, with peekaboo hands in front of your face.
Like that?
I'm gonna assume yes, because I don't have your video on. 'cause
Oh,
it'll
why?
chew too much data.
Ah,
Because my Wi-Fi's down, so I'm streaming a hotspot off the data on my phone.
so you place both of your hands in front of your eyes, and then you open
Yeah.
them to the side, and then you close them again. And then you
Exactly.
you open two of your fingers so you can see what the creature does, and it mimics you. It does the same thing you did.
And then very quietly, like, hey, Shadhand, watch this. I'm gonna keep doing it.
The other creature is mimicking Shadow Hand, so it goes towards the shrine. And then it comes back. Just like you did.
Shit. Should keep them as pets.
I don't know, maybe there's a law about
maybe
that.
some druid or what?
Hey, do you think the big guy speaks Sylvan?
You
Or-
step towards it and it actually steps back. But then it does step to the side.
Oh.
I'm going to mimic poking while pointing, like, just a little gentle tap while pointing at Foe Biter
Foe
to see if I can get one of them to wake him up carefully.
It looks towards Foe Biter, and then it looks towards you, and towards Foe Biter again, and it looks towards you and shakes its head like, nah. I don't want to wake him up. No. Alero, the creature that's mimicking you, when you get too close, it goes a little bit farther away from you.
Ooh. I want to try and catch it.
Okay. Give me, I don't know, some kind of dexterity check or a grapple check or something.
Grapple check.
Yeah.
What is a
grapple check is like an
It's a-
attack.
it is-
It's like a melee
attack.
attack.
Yeah, I believe it counts as a simple melee attack that you're proficient in, but
Yeah.
keying on strength, I could be wrong.
So, is it something like a strength saving throw?
It's more like a.
No,
it's
no,
more
no,
like a
Like 20
strength.
plus my strength mod?
It's more like a strength check.
Yeah, it's going to be your strength
What is
with
it?
proficiency, I
It's
believe.
a modifier.
Yeah.
What- Okay. Shit.
Just click on your
Sure,
strength.
click on that.
Yeah. Okay, so you try to grab it, and it steps back, and it goes right up to the shrine, and then it kind of sort of stays there. And after you try to grab it, you can see that this one also runs right past you and goes towards the shrine. And the third one passes underneath your legs and goes to the shrine as well.
Guess
And you
what's
can-
coming in.
And you can see that these two sort of stand towards the shrine, and their little arms, formerly they had fingers on them, but now they twist into thorny sort of spikes, and they go. Actually, you can't see me, so they point, and they sort of switch their hands like they're practicing kung fu or something, while the third one starts going, and it starts picking every little blade of grass off the shrine and every little piece of scum, and it starts removing it. Like it begins obsessively cleaning this shrine. What do?
Yeah, up to something. What should we do?
Sorry,
I'm gonna wake up the big one.
sorry, Victor. Could you
I'm just gonna kick up. I just want to kick him.
Victor? Could you repeat what you said right before you said they were picking the stuff off the shrine?
Okay,
Why
so
my
two of
phone
them
disconnected?
Two of them are standing in front of the shrine, and they twist their hands into barbed, thorny spikes, and they stand in front of the shrine and basically begin showing off their spikes, like, oh, look how dangerous we are. Like they're making a sort of a display of, oh, don't fuck with us, we're dangerous. While
Gotcha,
while the third one begins cleaning the shrine obsessively while looking over his shoulder every couple of seconds.
Okay, makes sense.
And that started happening right after Alero tried to pick one of them up.
Nice.
Basically, they got spooked. They're not playing games anymore.
Aggie, wake up! Heading time, wake up!
What's this? What are they? Why did you wake me?
Look at that! Look at that over there. Your tree buddies are up to no good.
What the fuck is that? not dangerous.
And not. Kind of annoying. I want to shoot them.
Don't fucking shoot them. Bad idea. Cause they look like children. And
They're
their
really,
parents
they're
might-
even smaller than children actually. They're really tiny.
But if the parents come, I don't want to fight a fucking tree.
I mean, you have an axe. A tree shouldn't be a problem for you.
Until the tree fights back. I'm just imagining like the Whomping Willow from Harry Potter.
It just whoops your ass. So, what do you do now that
So-
you're awake?
So I walk up to them. I know they've still got. I can see they've still got like.
Yeah.
"Huh." I walk up to them, come get close, and then just kneel down in front of them.
You kneel down in front of them.
Yeah. Just to say like, I'm not going to attack you. I'm in this chill position.
Yeah. When you get close, basically they see that you're a big guy and they go ah. No, we're scary. We're dangerous. We got thorns. We're powerful. Don't fuck with us. Meanwhile, they're like stepping a little bit backwards, and then you kneel and they kind of go, oh, okay. They relax a little bit, and then Alero comes close and they go.
I kneel as well. I kneel on one knee. On one knee.
Okay. They begin
And
relaxing.
then I do the
again.
peekaboo thing again.
It's here quite easy.
They
That's my
look
move.
like they look at you, like both of them, while the third one is still cleaning and sort of checking behind him. And then one of them kind of goes to he goes to do the peekaboo thing, and his little friend goes no. He goes "Arr." Like he desperately
Okay.
wants to do the peekaboo thing, but his friend goes
Okay,
no,
do
no,
the
no.
peekaboo thing. As I do.
No. Roll persuasion.
I'm telling it. I'm saying it to Aggie.
Yes, but
the half
I
one.
want you to roll persuasion.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Per.
Aggie, do you do it?
What was he trying to make me do?
Peekaboo.
Okay. I get my massive hands and go, hello.
Also roll persuasion.
I'm sitting in the back, wishing that I changed careers to go into to be a bard, so I could tell the story around the world.
Persuasion.
Not all encounters are combat encounters. Just saying.
Oh fuck.
Okay, so
Dude, I'm rolling shit today.
I mean, you're rolling shit, but you're on your knees, you're doing this. One of them is tempted to relax, so like you can see that from it being like really edgy and really thorny, you can see that he kind of relaxes. The other one also begins to relax, but he's, they're still on edge. They're like, we don't know if we can really trust you. While the other guy is doing his work. Rho Kappa Sigma is contemplating a change of careers. When suddenly the pipe music becomes louder and more intense. You still don't know where it's coming from. What do you do?
Huh. I'm just quickly checking my abilities and stuff to see if I have anything that would entertain them.
You check your skills and abilities to see if you have anything that would entertain them. When suddenly you hear from behind you, one of the trees speaks. And you turn around and you see that one of the tree right behind you has grown a beard. And it has a face. A very humanoid face.
Called it.
Called it, yeah. And then you hear the tree start speaking, and it says, "Hello there." Without the laugh, obviously. But that's just so that Ro can hear. Like, "Hello there."
I'm gonna spin around, fists up. Oh. Lower then.
You see a big white
Hello.
beard all the way down to the roots of the tree, just like from eye level with you, basically.
Huh. You give my old, you give my maker a run for the money with that beard there.
Metal Man. Well,
Says the wooden one.
yes. Well, I'm only wooden 'cause I choose to, Sonny.
Well met, well met. So, they your kids or no relation?
My kids? No. I'm too old to have kids, and I never had them when I was young. But I kind of do see them as my own. You wouldn't be looking to harm nothing around these parts, would you?
Nah. Out looking for some mutated goblin thingamajiggies that have been terrorizing the locals. Little adorable little treemen
Gosh.
in there.
Well, I'll be damned if that didn't sound familiar. Mutated goblins, you say?
Yeah, big nasty fuckers. Big
One of the
stinky-
branches of the tree sort of descends and scratches the face, like the top of the face. Wow, that does really sound familiar. What's your name, Sonny?
My name is Kappa Rho Sigma. I'm or that's what they called me when they made me. Either way, it's as good a name as any. You?
Well, Caparo. They call me Green Thumb around these parts, and I'm a druid.
That Druid. That explains the whole stickman thing.
That's right. I like being a tree every now and then, just as, well, any druid can testify. But I consider myself to be the steward of this here shrine that you've found. I see that you've made camp. I'm sorry that I couldn't greet you when you arrived. I must be a terrible host, by your reckoning. Would you step back, please? I'd like to emerge now.
Yes, of course. I'll step back. It's like, hey guys, we have a new friend here. Just hands away from weapons, please.
Good idea.
I wouldn't shoot a druid if I were you. We're unionized.
You at the sound of that, it's like, my last lab employees were unionized.
I tell you, unions can be a pain in your ass, so don't make me a pain in yours. Anyway, step back real quick, Sonny.
I do.
Here I come. Out of the tree emerges this guy.
Kaboo!
Nice.
Hello there. Now, my name is Green Thumb. Welcome to my little abode, I suppose. I see that you have found the furniture to your liking, but you also brought your own supplemental beds and pillows. That's a luxury I haven't had in a long time. Whoa. Your friend, Caparo over here, tells me that you're looking for some goblins. He turns towards the children. He says, "Oh, they're alright. You can keep working." And you can see that one of them still stays like that, but the other one goes and starts cleaning up. He joins his little friend in maintaining the shrine. Defensive little buggers. You see, they won't let anyone do any harm to this shrine. And if they did, well, they would tell any tree around here, and those things will wake up and whoop your ass.
Though, why is that shrine important to them?
Oh, these shrines are old mythals. As he turns around to look at it, you can see that he partially has the elongated ears of an elf, but not quite all the way. And also his long beard betrays his half-human lineage. There used to be powerful magics here. Powerful magics. The elves that lived in these parts used them magics to power up their entire civilization. I guess it's important to these creatures because they were probably told by the elves that's important to them. Only the gods and the elves that build them know their true purpose. I've been living and studying the nature around these parts, and let me tell you, these shrines, they're very well taken care of. The reason? Completely unknown. Ain't nature beautiful? Sometimes there is no reason for things. Nature just does. Oh, but I got off topic, didn't I? You folks are looking for goblins.
Yes, sir.
Now, you said that there was something peculiar about them goblins? Yes? No?
Oh yes, they
Could they
Yeah.
be? Could they be hobgoblins? Do they have
not.
red skin?
They are infused with some sort of green liquid.
Oh, that doesn't
Apparently
sound.
makes them
Experiment.
way bigger than usual.
That doesn't sound good. The only green liquid that I approve of is well, grass soup. But that can make you bigger. But I never heard of a goblin growing over 3 feet tall. These must be a.
Oh,
The ones we are looking for are 4 feet tall.
I've only seen hobgoblins that are taller than that, but admittedly, they're as tall as a human man would be. And speaking of hobgoblins, one of my colleagues told me that there is one round these parts. A strange-looking fellow, a magician by the looks of him. He's been poking around the old ruins of the flying mountain that came crashing down all those years ago.
Sorry, rewind there. Flying mountain?
Yeah, a flying mountain fell on this forest, destroyed the elven civilization that used to be here.
Yeah, I mean,
And right as they were starting to recover.
sucks for them. Where is this flying mountain?
You know
This,
what? It
sounds
does
like
suck
something I
for
need to
them,
check out.
but they were jerks anyway, and a good riddance. Where is it? Well, it's all over the place. Actually, chunks of it over there, chunks of it over yonder. There's chunks of it all around the place. There's even chunks of them that ooze green stuff. Oh, wait a minute. Green stuff.
Did you say green stuff?
Yeah, I did say green stuff, and you said green stuff, right?
Both said green stuff.
Tell you what, I can ask the birds about it. They'll help you.
Ask the bird about it.
That would be appreciated.
Yes,
Also
please
ask them
do.
where the money's at.
They'll help you find your big goblins. Now,
Wonderful, wonderful.
let me see if I can remember a bird calls. What's an owl sound like? Hoo, hoo, hoo. He starts hooting. He says, "Come on, fellas, join in."
I mean, if you want me to.
Of course I do.
Who?
Come on, put a little passion in it. Harry gets an inspiration. Who?
Hey, oh yeah, Mr. Druid. I don't know what to tell you. Like,
Maybe.
exactly my compatriots here. Sure. Let me try them. I mean, if you're gonna give me like 30 minutes, I can make a bird whistle.
30 minutes? That's gonna take forever.
I mean, if you haven't noticed, I'm a little lacking.
I don't know if you can see it, but a gigantic owl swoops above you. Oh my goodness. Oh my.
Holy shit, that's a huge owl!
I think that the big old lungs on that half orc there summoned a big old owl.
Nice.
The owl comes and it perches on top of the shrine, and you can see that I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller, just because it's comically large. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Comically large is more cool. So it comes and it perches
Like
on
that
top.
episode.
Like the what?
Like the episode in Avatar Legend of Aang when they go to the library and there's that big fuck off owl.
Yes, a great horned owl, quite literally, comes and perches itself on top of the huge shrine, and it goes.
Cock my head sideways.
The druid says, hoot hoot, hootity hoot, hoot 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 hoot, hootity hoot hoot. The owl goes, hoot. He says he's been doing all right. Herbert, the hootiest of owls. My new friends, Kappa Row, and what was your
Asgoth.
what was your names again?
Asgoth.
Asgoth and
Alero.
Hello.
Kappa Row, Asgoth, and Alero seek a special kind of goblin. Hoot. Right. How big did you say it was? 6 feet?
I'll raise my
4
hands
feet.
to roughly 4 feet.
Right. It's about this tall. He makes about how big it is. And what else?
It explodes when you kill it.
It's green.
It is green. It does what when you kill it?
You know, I'm a small
It goes kaboom.
expert specialist in this matter, but
He goes-
I'm rambling.
He turns towards
Goes
the owl and he goes, hoot, hoot hoot, haboot. And the owl goes, what else? What else is special about it?
He's probably leaking green liquid.
Probably has bottles of green liquid infused in its body.
Oh, hoot hoot, hoot hoot hoot. He produces a little bottle. He goes, hoot hoot. And the owl goes, hoot. Hoot hoot. Herbert, the hootiest of owls, has seen something that matches that description not far from the old Elven Bridge. It might be a good idea to start looking there. I can tell you where it is, or I could ask Herbert to show you. Although his patience is, it has its limits.
Can he bring us there?
Hoot, 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 hooty, hoot, hoot. The owl goes,
I swear to God, if he has an appointment with small people and a volcano, that's the only acceptable
Hoot.
excuse.
Herbert says he can bring you there. 2 at a time.
Well,
I don't think he's going to let anyone ride him. You're going to have to be traveling coach, so to speak, and you sort of look at the owl's gigantic black talons as they have wrapped around this shrine, and it looks like it could be a very uncomfortable ride. Now, we have reached the end of our next hour. We are going to go live with part 4. And you're going to tell me your decision. So, Andrew, this is the end. Till the next one.